Start your day with stillness, the power of morning reflection. The very first habit that can completely transform your life in just 30 days is the practice of starting your day with stillness. Too many people wake up and immediately rush into the chaos of the world, scrolling through their phones, checking social media, reading the news, or reacting to messages. From the very first moment, they allow outside noise to dictate the tone of their day. But when you start your mornings with stillness, through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection, you set the tone for clarity, peace, and intention. Think about this. Every morning you wake up is not just another day. It is a gift. Your breath is proof that your mission on earth is not yet complete. If the divine has allowed you to see another sunrise, then that day is an opportunity for growth, healing, and purpose. But if you begin your morning in distraction, you miss the sacred power that comes with the early hours. When you take just 10 to 15 minutes every morning to sit in silence, close your eyes, and reconnect with your spirit, something profound begins to happen. Your mind slows down, your thoughts become clearer, and your heart begins to speak. In that stillness, you find answers to problems that have been weighing you down. In that silence, you hear the whispers of God guiding you. It is in those quiet moments that your spirit receives strength for the day ahead. Morning stillness doesn't have to be complicated. It could be sitting in gratitude, breathing deeply, and saying, "Thank you for this life. Thank you for another chance. Thank you for the lessons yet to come." It could be journaling your thoughts, your goals, and the things you want to release from your mind. It could be opening sacred scripture or a book of wisdom and meditating on one simple truth to carry with you through the day. The world is filled with distractions, temptations, and negativity. But when you begin your day rooted in stillness, you armor yourself with peace. You become less reactive, less anxious, and less controlled by the chaos around you. You move through life from a place of centeredness, and that changes everything. Do this every morning for 30 days, and you'll see how different you feel. Your spirit will feel lighter, your decisions will become wiser, and your energy will shift from scattered to focused. Because when you start your day aligned with your higher self, you walk into the world not just surviving, but thriving. So before the phone, before the notifications, before the noise, give yourself the sacred gift of stillness. That one habit alone could open the doorway to transformation in ways you never imagined. The power of morning affirmations. Your morning is the foundation of your day, and your day is the foundation of your life. What you do in those first precious moments after waking up sets the tone for everything that follows. This is why morning affirmations are not just words. They are seeds of intention, planted in the soil of your subconscious mind. Think about it. How many times do you wake up and immediately allow negativity, worry, or distraction to enter your mind? You reach for your phone, scroll through social media, compare your life to others, or stress about the tasks ahead. Without realizing it, you give your power away before your feet even touch the ground. But when you shift your morning routine to include affirmations, you reclaim your authority over the day. Affirmations are simple but powerful statements that declare the reality you choose to create. When you say things like, "I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of love and success," you are rewiring your brain to believe in your highest potential. At first, it may feel strange or even forced. You might think, "But I don't feel strong right now," or "I don't feel capable." That's exactly why affirmations are so powerful, because they allow you to step into the version of yourself that exists beyond doubt, fear, and insecurity. Science backs this up. Studies show that affirmations activate the brain's reward system and reduce stress, making you more resilient in the face of challenges. When practiced daily, they strengthen your self-image and align your thoughts with the outcomes you desire. In essence, affirmations are a form of spiritual training. Just as you would exercise your body to become physically stronger, you exercise your mind through affirmations to become mentally and spiritually stronger. Here's how you can start. Each morning, before touching your phone or diving into responsibility, take a moment to stand in front of the mirror or sit quietly in stillness. Place your hand over your heart and speak 3 to 5 affirmations out loud. Choose words that resonate deeply with your spirit. They should reflect not just who you are now, but who you are becoming. For example, I am aligned with the energy of abundance. I release fear and embrace peace. I attract opportunities that serve my highest good. I am worthy of love, happiness, and success. Repeat them with intention. Don't just say the words, feel them. Let them sink into your being as if they are already true. Imagine the reality they describe unfolding in your life. When you commit to affirmations daily, you will notice subtle but profound shifts. Your perspective changes. Your confidence grows. You stop reacting to negativity and start responding with clarity and strength. Over time, these affirmations create a ripple effect, shaping not only how you see yourself, but how others see you as well. Morning affirmations are not magic spells. They are tools that activate the power you already carry within. By practicing them every day, you remind yourself that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a conscious creator of your life. The power of gratitude, a daily reset for the soul. Gratitude is not just a polite thank you whispered at the dinner table. It is a spiritual force, a magnetic vibration that draws abundance, peace, and joy into your life. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you open your heart to receive more of what you already have and what you have yet to discover. Gratitude is the bridge between your current reality and the blessings waiting for you in the unseen. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, and that single shift can transform not just your day, but your entire life. Think about it. Most of us wake up and immediately think about what we don't have. We complain about our job, our finances, or the people around us. That negative energy sets the tone for the day. But when you pause and choose gratitude instead, everything changes. Gratitude tells your mind and spirit, I already have more than enough. And that simple acknowledgement invites more goodness into your life. This is not just spiritual fluff. Science itself confirms that people who practice daily gratitude are happier, healthier, and even sleep better. Why? Because gratitude rewires your brain to look for positivity instead of problems. Start small. Each morning or evening, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. It could be the breath in your lungs, the food on your table, or the ability to see another sunrise. The beauty of gratitude is that it magnifies the small things, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings. When you begin to count your blessings, you'll notice how countless they truly are. Spiritually, gratitude humbles you. It reminds you that life is not about control, but about surrender, acknowledging that there is a higher power working in your favor. Gratitude shifts your energy from demanding to receiving, from scarcity to overflow. And the law of life is simple. What you focus on expands. If you focus on what's missing, you attract lack. If you focus on what's present, you attract abundance. Make gratitude your daily reset. Whenever stress, fear, or anger rises, stop and name 5 things you're grateful for in that very moment. Watch how quickly your spirit calms and your mind clears. Gratitude doesn't erase your problems, but it gives you the strength and clarity to handle them. It teaches you that you are not defined by struggles, but by the blessings that surround you, even in the midst of storms. In just 30 days of practicing gratitude, your outlook on life will shift. You'll complain less, smile more, and find joy in places you once overlooked. Gratitude transforms your heart, and when your heart transforms, your life follows. Journaling for clarity and inner peace. One of the most underrated yet life-transforming daily habits you can practice is journaling. At first, it may sound too simple or even unnecessary. You might wonder, how can writing a few words on paper truly change my life? But here's the truth. Journaling is not just about writing. It's about releasing, reflecting, and realigning yourself with your higher purpose. Think about it. Every day, you carry countless thoughts in your mind. Worries, ideas, dreams, doubts, fears. Most of us never slow down long enough to process them. We simply move from one task to another, letting our minds run wild with noise. Journaling is like creating a sacred space where your thoughts finally find a home. Instead of carrying the weight of every emotion, you unload it onto paper. That act alone brings a sense of freedom and clarity. When you begin journaling daily, something powerful happens. You start noticing patterns in your life. Maybe you realize that your stress often comes from the same source. Maybe you see that your joy is tied to certain activities or people. By writing down your experiences, you begin to see what drains your energy and what feeds your soul. That awareness is the first step toward transformation. Journaling is also deeply spiritual. It allows you to have an honest conversation with yourself, and more importantly, with God or the universe. When you pour out your heart onto paper, your gratitude, your pain, your prayers, you are opening yourself to divine guidance. Many people find that solutions or insights come to them naturally when they journal. It's as if the act of writing clears the fog and reveals the path ahead. And it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to write a novel each day. Start small. Spend just 10 minutes in the morning or evening with a journal and pen. Ask yourself simple but powerful questions. What am I grateful for today? What lesson did I learn today? What do I need to release to feel lighter? Over time, your journal becomes a mirror reflecting your growth, your healing, and your spiritual awakening. Another beautiful aspect of journaling is its power to release negativity. When anger, fear, or anxiety weighs you down, writing about it helps you process and let go of those emotions instead of suppressing them. You give your pain a safe outlet, and in doing so, you make space for peace. Remember this, transformation doesn't always require huge, dramatic changes. Sometimes it begins with something as gentle and simple as a pen and paper. Journaling daily will not only organize your mind, but will also awaken your spirit. In just 30 days, you'll notice you are more peaceful, more grounded, and more connected to your true self. So, commit to this habit. Pick up your journal and let it become your safe space, your therapist, your prayer book, and your personal growth tracker. Because every word you write is a step closer to clarity, healing, and inner peace. Embrace gratitude daily. If there is one habit that can immediately shift your energy, your mindset, and your entire experience of life, it is gratitude. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It is about awakening your spirit to recognize the countless blessings that surround you every single day. When you embrace gratitude daily, you invite abundance, peace, and joy into your life, and you begin to see the world not through the lens of lack, but through the lens of divine fullness. You see, the human mind has a tendency to focus on what's missing, what we don't have, what hasn't worked out, what we wish was different. This constant focus on lack creates stress, comparison, and unhappiness. But gratitude flips that perspective upside down. It turns your attention toward what is already here, what is already good, and what is already working in your favor. And when your heart is full of thanks, miracles begin to multiply in your life. Think about this. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You can complain about how early it is, how tired you feel, or how many problems await you, or you can pause for a moment, place your hand on your heart, and whisper, "Thank you. Thank you for another chance to live. Thank you for breath in my lungs. Thank you for strength in my body. Thank you for the opportunities waiting for me today." That small act of gratitude creates a vibration of positivity that will follow you throughout the day. The most powerful people in history, the most peaceful, the most joyful, the most fulfilled, are people who lived in gratitude. They understood that no matter what challenges life throws at you, there is always something to be thankful for. Even pain can be a teacher. Even loss can create wisdom. Even delays can prepare you for greater blessings ahead. Gratitude is not about ignoring difficulties. It's about finding the hidden gifts inside them. Start a simple gratitude practice. Every evening before you go to bed, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Some days it might be big things, a job promotion, a new opportunity, or a breakthrough in your life. Other days it might be small things, a smile from a stranger, a warm meal, or the sound of rain on your window. Over time, this practice will rewire your brain to focus on abundance instead of scarcity. And here's the deeper truth. When you live in gratitude, you align yourself with God's blessings. Gratitude is a form of prayer. It is a declaration to the universe that you see the gifts you've been given and that you are ready to receive more. The more thankful you are, the more reasons you'll have to be thankful. So, embrace gratitude daily. Make it your spiritual anchor. Let it transform your perspective, heal your heart, and open the door to a life overflowing with peace, joy, and divine abundance. Daily gratitude practice. Shifting your vibration. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual tool that can shift your entire vibration and change the way you experience life. When you make it a daily habit to focus on the blessings you already have, you begin to attract more of them into your life. This isn't just a nice idea. It's a universal law. What you focus on expands. If you focus on lack, you will continue to feel empty. But if you focus on abundance, you will start to see abundance everywhere. Think about it. How many times do we wake up in the morning and immediately start thinking about what's wrong, what we don't have, or what we need to fix? That energy sets the tone for the entire day. But when you wake up and begin with gratitude, even for something as simple as the air in your lungs, the roof over your head, or the opportunity to try again today, you raise your vibration. Suddenly, the small annoyances of life feel lighter, and your heart becomes open to receive even more good. Gratitude rewires your brain. Studies have shown that when you regularly practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals that make you feel happier and calmer. Spiritually, gratitude connects you to the divine source, reminding you that you are always supported and guided. It teaches you to trust life, even in seasons of difficulty, because you can always find something to be thankful for. A powerful way to practice this habit is through a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be grand or extraordinary. Sometimes the most powerful gratitude is for the smallest things. A smile from a stranger, a moment of peace, or even the strength to endure a hard day. Over time, you will begin to notice that your list grows longer and longer because Wuqin. Our mind is being trained to see the good in everything. Another way to practice gratitude is through prayer or meditation. Take a few quiet moments each day to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and thank the universe, God, or whatever you believe in for guiding you. Speak gratitude not just for what you already have, but also for what is on its way. This sends a message of faith and trust into the universe, activating the law of attraction. The beauty of gratitude is that it costs nothing but gives you everything. It transforms your attitude, your relationships, your health, and your entire outlook on life. When you are grateful, you stop comparing your life to others because you realize that what you have is already enough. Gratitude is the gateway to joy, peace, and abundance. So as you begin this 30-day journey of transformation, make gratitude your daily anchor. Wake up with thanks, live your day with thanks, and close your eyes with thanks. When gratitude becomes your way of life, transformation is not just possible, it becomes inevitable. As we come to the end of this journey together, let us pause and reflect on what we've uncovered. 6 simple yet powerful habits that, if practiced daily, can truly transform your life in just 30 days. Not because they are magical shortcuts, not because they guarantee instant success, but because they shift the foundation of who you are, how you think, and how you show up in this world. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It is the result of consistent choices, small decisions repeated day after day that begin to rewire your mind, strengthen your discipline, and awaken your spirit. When you rise each morning with intention, when you speak gratitude instead of complaints, when you feed your body with energy and your soul with clarity, you are no longer the same person who began this journey. You are evolving. These habits, morning mindfulness, gratitude, movement, intentional reading, self-reflection, and positive action, are not just activities, they are seeds. Each time you practice them, you are planting seeds of peace, resilience, and strength. And like any seed, they may not bear fruit immediately, but give them time, nurture them, and soon you'll begin to see the growth. Think about it. What could your life look like 30 days from now if you commit today? Imagine waking up with more clarity instead of confusion. Imagine walking into your day with energy instead of exhaustion. Imagine facing challenges with courage instead of fear. Imagine creating momentum in your dreams instead of procrastination. All of this is within your reach, not in the distant future, but starting today. The world is not waiting to give you permission. Your transformation does not depend on luck, wealth, or the approval of others. It depends only on your choice. Will you choose to take ownership of your life? Will you choose to create habits that align with the person you want to become? Because every time you say yes to discipline, yes to growth, yes to positive change, you are saying yes to the best version of yourself. Remember this, change feels uncomfortable at first. You may wake up some mornings not wanting to meditate, not wanting to exercise, not wanting to reflect, but discomfort is not a sign of failure. It is the birthplace of transformation. The very resistance you feel is proof that something inside you is shifting. If you can push past it, even for just a few minutes each day, you will step into a strength you didn't know you had. So as you move forward from this message, make a decision. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Choose to practice these 6 daily habits for the next 30 days. Let it be your personal challenge, your private commitment. And when you reach the end of those 30 days, look back at who you were compared to who you have become. You will see that your life, your energy, your mindset, your spirit, they have all transformed. The power to change is already within you. All it takes is action. All it takes is commitment. All it takes is faith in yourself. So rise, start today, and let your transformation begin.